Alright, welcome to the first Sunday sketch of 2018, friends. Gonna open a new file. Bam. New file. Okay. So today, I have been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, the little Pocket Camp thing, and it's like, oh man, really wish they would just do a real Animal Crossing game. But that's okay. I feel like I never really got super into Animal Crossing, um, to begin with. Like I played the original one once, and just the rest of it was kind of whatever. Um, but we're gonna draw some Animal Crossing characters, see how that goes. I think the art style is really unique, and I think it's really quite charming. So we're gonna bring in a reference image, and of course they got the nice. This is actually a really nice reference image because it's got a variety of characters on it. I also don't get the Isabelle thing. It's like, okay, Isabelle's fine, but we already have KK Ryder and Tom Nook, so, like, what more do you need? There you go. Okay. And we're gonna set this upright. Got a nice tablet that I can. There we go. Wonder how that looks. So yeah, anyway, I got this nice tablet thing I can set up like that. I will not draw Tiny Satan. Oh, you can't even see that on my... Oh, you can kind of see it. Anyways, no, I will not be drawing Tiny Satan. Let me put that back. Stop messing around with my camera. That's... You know what? Sure, I'll draw a villager. It'll be fine. I'll just have so many just PTSD from Smash Bros. Let's go ahead and grab a villager reference as well. And we'll go ahead and we'll draw villager. It'll be fine. Ooh. Ooh, those tiny eyes of evil. Copy image. Paste that there. God, just the worst. If you've ever played Smash Bros. On the Wii U, which was easily one of the best games on the Wii U, but the villager was just the bane of my existence all the time. But I guess we're drawing him today, so I guess I better suck it up. Oh, why would you suggest such a thing? No, it's fine. So there's a lot of basic shapes in Animal Crossing. Just a lot of them. I'm gonna do my usual little analysis deal here. We're gonna do it in, let's do it in green because he's got so much red all over him already. So first off, his body is like, his hips are like there, and then his shoulders are like here. So his body is basically this box. Oh, that's far too large a brush. And this seems to be true of a lot of Animal Crossing characters, is that their bodies shapes are all like little cylinders more than anything else. Because like his arm is just a cylinder and then just a little ball on the end of it. And then his little feet. So it's a lot more like basic shapes. And then his head is this ovally thing. So this should, in theory, be nice and easy to draw, except I just drew it on the wrong layer over the top of my villager. Well, that's okay. I can still see enough of the reference to get the idea. So here we go. We're going to draw villager. And we're just gonna... I don't know. Draw him planting a tree. Oh, no, I know. I got it. So his head's like that. Then his body's basically that. And then it's mostly like a rounded triangle for his shirt sleeve. His shirt's also mostly triangular, and it kind of flaps around a little bit, so that's why I added the little flappies there. Really just a lot of nice basic sort of shapes. Nice and simple. Ooh, drew that at slightly the wrong angle. Neat. And his head is slightly pill-shaped, and he's got this little nose. And then we're going to do this very anime thing where we just do scribbled eyes like that. So there's our villager slaving away for bells. Because he's got to get all the bells. Of course, then we got to draw Tom Nook, who is the one who wants all the bells. Although in Pocket Camp, it's the car guys. They help expand your camper, and then you pay off the loan to them. But the plot, you don't like start out in debt, so that's kind of interesting, different for Animal Crossing. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to do Tom Nook here. Move that over here. And again, it's lots of nice simple shapes. So we're just gonna draw him a pile of bells. Those bell bags are huge, it's ridiculous. In just a big old pile. And then on top of that, we're going to draw our Tom Nook. His body is basically eggplant shaped. You know, it occurs to me I don't actually know what a bell looks like. I just know the bags of bells. I wonder if they actually had like a model for an individual bell, if they were actually bells or whatever. I don't really recall. And then they do these little glitter things. Actually, let's change up the eye expression. Let's do more like that. There we go. Because he's a happy, I don't know, mob boss or whatever. Just always struck me that him and his little Tanuki kids or whatever were just running the family business, you know? Yeah, exactly, right? Because you always started the game and you were just like in debt to Tom Nook. Just like at the very start of the game. It was awful. And there was basically nothing you could do about it. Except, you know, pay him back by getting all those bells. So, you know what? You can't hide behind your adorable little sweater vest. I will expose you for the monster you are, Tom Nook. Although, I gotta say, like, Animal Crossing characters are really fun to draw. A lot more than I thought they'd be. Do-do-do. And then there is good old Tom Nook on his throne of money. Wow, this suddenly got a lot darker than I had planned originally. I'm like, I'll just draw cute Animal Crossing characters being terrible to each other. Well, let me draw an Animal Crossing character I actually like. So one of the first characters I met in Pocket Camp was I mean, obviously you meet Isabelle first, but there was this eagle dude. And dang, what's his name? Oh, was it Sam? Or, no. Uh-oh. Just made the internet have a small heart attack. Hang on. Doing my research. Da da da. All right, let's. Wow. Internet really did not like that search. Apollo. Sam. Apollo's neat. I mean, I've also met Avery by now, but Apollo I keep in my camp, and he's pretty cool. He calls me kiddo a lot, which is weird. So it's like, oh, I have a bird dad for some reason. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But I like his design. It's kind of neat. He's got this head like, hang on, let me get a new layer here. Because his body is actually shaped more like this. Like a upside down sort of pear. Because he's built, I guess, in Animal Crossing. I imagine that's probably what built looks like. There are some characters in Pocket Camp that like are super into working out. They're totally dude bros. It's pretty funny. And they seem to have like a template for it. But then he's got like neck feathers and stuff. And then he's got his beak. Which is like blah blah blah. Yeah. His beak's kind of like all up in this business. Da da da. Reminds me of Sam the Eagle from the Muppets. Just the general design of his head and his beak and everything. Of course, you know, eagles are kind of that way. And then his arms are actually very different. And this is the part that I think is really cool. Probably my favorite part about the character design is how they made the little wing arms. So because it like comes down to here, and then really it's just this shape, but then they split up like the feathers to look a certain way, right? And it's kind of like reminds me of the Rito in Breath of the Wild, but like with more simplified shapes. That's also my favorite part about the Rito, are their wing arm things. And then he's got these zippers. He's got just so many zippers. He's just the king of zippers for some reason. And then his eagle legs. Should probably make his arms a little bit long. Actually, I made his torso a little long, so I should shorten that up. Because really it should be like that. And then do like his balloon pants and his little tail. Oh, goodness. That was a cat noise if I ever heard one. Why are you making all those cat noises, cat? I know, right? What's going on? Anyway, so Apollo's definitely been my favorite character so far in the Pocket Camp game. Just because he got a really interesting, like, character design. And he's a nice old man. Little rough around the edges, but you know, generally a good dude. And then he's got this, so his head isn't actually like weirdly cone shaped like that. He's just got this like neck ruffle thing that's sort of patterned like this, but it does still hold that basic shape of the cone, right? So it's more like that. So there's Bird Dad. He's pretty neato. He plays guitar, apparently. So you build him a little street thing. I should have drawn him playing guitar. I could totally do that. I'm gonna do that. Give him a... I don't know what handed he is, but... I'm also not really sure how guitars work. That's probably good enough for the purposes of the image. Because then we're going to have his neato wing just come down here. And then his other neato wing will be up here. Let's see, shoulder down here, so... Really kind of like that. To get the, I don't know, frets or whatever. And then we'll fade that back in. There we go. Oh, what is Animal Crossing? It's definitely a simulation style game. You really just go around to different the different animal neighbors. Like the original Animal Crossing, I remember you moved into this new town and Tom Nook gave you a house. And then you had to pay him back by basically doing a bunch of odd jobs and stuff for the neighbors. So they'd have you like take this letter over to this other person, or go find me a bunch of apples, and all of your neighbors are animals. In Pocket Camp, Pocket Camp's a phone game that Nintendo put out just last year, and you sort of run this little campsite, and so you can like buy furniture for it and get different animals to come and stay at your camp. And that's basically all it is. By still doing a bunch of odd jobs for animals, really. It really is sort of just a collect-a-thon fetch quest kind of game. That you just waste some time in. I think it would really make a great like online social space if they ever wanted to try something like that in the future. But yeah, as far as I can tell, Animal Crossing is just doing a bunch of odd jobs for your animal neighbors. to try and get Tom Nook off your case. So, but it's a fun little game, little design, and you can design in the original. You could design your own your own clothes. You could design your own like rugs and stuff. So you could it had this like little uh, house. You know, you could furnish your house with all this different stuff, and you could make some of it yourself, which was super neat. So it was actually pretty cool that way. And then they had a bunch of other collectibles you could get, like you could get a little Triforce and stuff like that. Very, very Nintendo-y stuff, obviously. Oh, absolutely. There are tons of neat characters, like old Tom Nook here. He's got some kids, and they're actually pretty cool. They run the shops now, because Tom Nook is retired, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna color these in. Got a little time. Yeah, Tom Nook's retired now, so his kids like run his shops, I guess. Which is okay. It's pretty cool. And there are tons of different characters in the game now. To the point where you'll pretty much be able to find one that you like, for sure. And I'm sure everybody's got their favorite in Pocket Camp already. My favorite's Bird Dad. Apollo over here is what I mean by that. Let's see. Little gray shorts. Little blue shoes. Crossy Road. No, this is Animal Crossing. Crossy Road. It's not a bad idea either, though. Let's give him a red guitar. I don't know why, but I want him to have a red guitar. Because they put out that Pocket Camp game, and I've been playing a lot of it. I think I'm level like 18 or something. It's pretty fun. Fun little game. You know, it occurs to me, I've never played Crossy Road. Maybe I should give it a try. I thought it was just like a runner thing. Yeah, Animal Crossing kind of has an end to it. You beat it by paying off your debt to Tom Nook. In the original game, that was the like end of the game, was you paid off your debt to Tom Nook, and then you could do whatever you wanted from there. It didn't have much of a story. Like, if you want a game that's similar that has like an end boss to beat, though, there's this game called Fantasy Life that they put out on the 3DS, and that's a little bit more like your traditional RPG, but it's got some Animal Crossing like elements in it. Where you can, you know, do odd jobs for your neighbors and stuff. Animal Crossing for sure is more about just kind of just going at your own pace and doing whatever you feel like doing. having some fun with the different characters and such. Let's see. He's got gray pants. And then let's make these music notes a light blue color, because I like that. Da, da, da. And there we go. Thank you, Zoe. I'm glad to be back. Let's put Bird Dad out in the. It was dealing with the computer failure was a little rough, but that's fine. You know, these things happen. Let's put you over here. But definitely glad to be back. Glad to be back at it with the art and things. Gotta fill in his shoes. I've got some new stuff up on my art blog, or my art gallery website as well. That was difficult, but it was fun. Worked out some character designs and stuff. And then he's got little pink ears right in there. There we go. Awesome. What are you drawing? Just out of curiosity. You know what? You know what I want to draw is I'm gonna draw my own little Animal Crossing guy. So let's see. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Come on. Like I've got this little wolf head icon in the corner there. Might as well turn it into a little cute Animal Crossing guy, right? Let's see. Now I am not built, so I'm not gonna have a bird dad body. I'm gonna have a little whoops. Just gonna have a little regular squarish body. Yeah, probably a wolf. Let me see how they do wolves in Animal Crossing, because that's gonna be tricky. I don't know if they have a lot of wolf characters. I haven't met any in Pocket Camp, actually, now that I think of it. Oh, they have freaky looking heads. Oh man, they're so weird looking. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. You gotta. I'm gonna use this as my reference for the head shape because that's. Because yes. Oh come on. You gotta show up better than that. Let's try this. There we go. It's a little wolf link. It's a little wolf link in Animal Crossing. It's so cute. From, if you haven't played a Twilight Princess, Link turns into a wolf in that game, which is like the worst thing. You never want to actually use wolf. You get forced into these situations where you have to play as Wolf Link, and he just, like, you take extra damage, and you don't get any of, like, your hook shot or arrows or anything neat. And they really could have made it a lot more interesting, but it's like you never want to turn into Wolf Link unless you absolutely have to. But there we go. There's my wolf reference. And it looks like they've got these funny cone shaped heads. Kinda. So there are my pants and my legs. Because I'm just going to have a mostly average sort of Animal Crossing body. Oop. And my little tubey arms, right? And then gonna try and get this head shape right. So it's like, there's the nose. And it kind of does this number with the head. Go, fly, be free. Get your drawing done. And then they got these huge freaking whiskers off the side. So kind of like that. Cool, cool. Big old fluffy. There we go. And then let's give it my own little flair here. So give it the nice round nose. And then the wolves in Animal Crossing have real big eyes. And then I gotta get my tear rune on there. Filling up the stream chat. Nah, it's all good. Gotta fix the body up a little bit. People say I talk too much too. And sometimes I do. To be fair. Sometimes I definitely do. And then the shoulders need to be down a little bit from the head. But definitely an active chat is always a fun one. I like talking to you guys. I have missed it. Not that I don't have other friends and stuff, but I don't know. Something about doing YouTube and stuff is fun. I like it. And there's my little pencil. And I'll give him a little sketchbook. Oh man, now I gotta decide on colors and stuff. I don't even know. What color should I make him? I like purple. I'm gonna make him purpley. Black and red? I can do black and red. Let's see. Besides, red racing stripes will make him go faster, right? And I guess the icon that I put on these videos and stuff, it's black technically. Sloths are adorable. Oh my gosh, have you seen that video of oh, what is her name? Kristen Bell. She freaks out over sloths. If you haven't seen it, just Google like Kristen Bell sloth and like she was on the Ellen show and she was talking about sloths and it was just hilarious. It was the cutest thing. Yeah, you gotta check it out. She freaks out. She's like, Oh my gosh. They show this clip and she's literally like crying. Because she's like, "Oh my god, there's a sloth." And I'm like, "Oh my god. Oh, I love you. You're so cute." Okay. And then we're going to give him just sort of my average clothes setup. Some jeans. Shoes. And then a, that makes him look like he's naked. Or at least shirtless. No, let's see. Uh, hmm. Let's give him... What's another shirt color I wear a lot of? I wear a lot of black shirts now that I think of it. Oh my gosh, the cat and cucumbers things are hilarious also. Let's see. What shirt should I be wearing? Wow, most of my shirts are black, huh? Well, I'm just going to color theory this a little bit. And give him a nice white shirt. Oops, that's the wrong layer to be doing that on. I'm like, why are all my lines disappearing? Because you did a dumb thing. Okay, and then we'll come on to this layer here, and we'll just draw him a nice... Because I do own a shirt like this as well. Just a nice little, like, buttons. Although, now that I think of it, I usually wear that open. It's got like a little collar. And then under that we'll do a gray. There we go. And then of course the little book has to be like a dark red kind of a thing. Then we should give him a big old belt buckle too. I thought about doing the one I'm wearing now, but it's like, that's really a black on black sort of situation. Like when I was starting it. On my favorite belt. There we go. Let's... So I decided I'll just do my white shirt. And let's put a little design in there. Let's put a nice red stripe going on in there. Nah. Maybe, I guess that's fine. I wear a lot of black. You should go eat. Oh my goodness. If you haven't eaten yet, you should totally go eat. I'm going to give him little eyes. Or I'm going to let you see his little eyes. I was just going to do the happy eyes, but I want to actually give him an eye color. There we go. I may change up the clothes, make him a little bit cooler. I don't have cool clothes, I guess. But it's a start. I've never really thought about, I wonder what my Animal Crossing character would look like. But it's a start. Anyway, we are about at an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thanks for joining me, everybody. It was really just fun hanging out with you guys again. And I will be back next weekend with some more stuff. Nah, we've all been there, Zoe. Don't you worry about it. I've definitely been like, 5 more minutes. Or like just on my phone. I'll be in bed, I'll wake up, I'll just get on my phone and I'll be like, okay, it's 1 o'clock now. Wait, what? Definitely been there. So, but get out of bed, go eat some food or something, man. Put some food in your body. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. I had fun. It was good seeing y'all again, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye, friends.